Today I want to give you a tour of my desk. I want to show you through all of the tech that I use as part of my job as creative director at a remote software company. This is the space where I design, live stream, run my side business, so I want to give you a tour and show you through everything that's part of my workstation. Well, welcome to my desk. If you want to see where my desk is in relation to the rest of my home office, I uploaded a full office tour last week. So you can check that out on a card linked up there and see the rest of my office and all of my cool arty stuff that I have in it. But in this video, I really want to focus and go deep on all of the stuff that's on my desk itself, all of the tech that I use. Let's start with the actual desk. So it is a FlexiSpot standing desk. So I can push this button here and we can go. Let's put you back down for now though, so that we can actually see everything in the frame. I love having a standing desk. I probably don't stand and work it as much as I should. I think that's the same for a lot of standing desk owners, but yeah, I always do find it really good for focus and to combat feeling lethargic when I do stand up. The desktop is a custom oak butcher block. I ordered it from this company who actually makes kitchen benches, but yeah, you can put in custom dimensions and I got them to round the corners nicely and things like that. I am feeling now like this desktop is a little bit too small for me. As you can see, it is rather full, my desk, and I wish that I could add a second monitor. I think I mentioned that in my office tour, but yeah, I'm finding it hard to let this custom butcher block go. But that might be a change that I make in the future. All right, let's get into the tech. So the computer that I work on is an iMac Pro. This is a model from 2017. I believe they don't actually make these anymore, which is a shame because I think it's a really great computer. It has 32 gigabytes of RAM, 3.2 gigahertz processor. Unfortunately not one of the M1 chips because it's a little bit older. And then I think it's got 8 gigabytes of graphics, but it served me really well. It was quite a pricey purchase, I won't lie, but it's done me well for several years and I know it will for several years more. Basically it handles everything that I throw at it, so I love that. And I have it set on this arm here so that I can move it back and forwards mostly when I want to film and set the camera up in this direction, so that's really useful. I also like that it gives space under it to put all of this junk. The iMac Pro comes with a really nice black Apple Magic keyboard and black Magic mouse, but I don't use either of those. Instead, for my keyboard, I use this mechanical keyboard that I painted myself. I've got a whole video about that I'll link on a card, about the process of painting the sides of the keys. That was super fun, but I love the pop of color that it adds. And then instead of a mouse, I actually use the Apple trackpad instead. I do all of my work with this, which some people are surprised to learn. My designing, video editing, anything that I do on my computer, I can do with a trackpad, and I really like using the gestures and things like that. It feels really natural to me. With it, I have this wrist rest, just to make it a little bit more ergonomic as well. And it's, been working out well for me. I don't think I could go back to using a regular mouse. I don't know. This just suits me. Connected to my iMac, I have these Audio Engine speakers, which are fantastic. I inherited these from my partner when he upgraded his and I got these. So that's been awesome because they are really, really great speakers. And then also connected is some serious upgrades that I made to my audio visual in the past year. I started live streaming a lot more. Sometimes I'll play games on my Switch that I'll stream on my Twitch channel, but mostly I stream a lot of my design work. I go live on YouTube while I'm working on a project for my work at ConvertKit. I'm also on a lot of calls. I lead a team at ConvertKit, and so, being in a leadership role means that there's a lot of meetings that happen. And so I wanted to upgrade my webcam and my microphone. The microphone was the first thing I upgraded. I have this Shure SM7B mic setup, which is maybe a little bit over the top for what I need, honestly, but I really like it. It's a mic that needs an audio interface to function. You can't just plug it straight into the computer. So I have my Focusrite Scarlett something, I can't remember what it's called, but this is what the mic comes into, and it's also what I have my headphones plugged into as well. I know we live in a Bluetooth world and I shouldn't be dealing with this wire all over my desk, but I cannot part with these Bang & Olufsen H6 headphones. They're just so nice. I tried I think they're called the H9s, which is their Bluetooth version, but it just didn't sound as good to me as the wired ones, and so I've kept with them, but this is pretty annoying, and so I think I probably will make that as an upgrade in the future, is find a pair of Bluetooth headphones that I like. For now, I just like hang these on the side of my desk and deal with the wire. My mic itself is on this Rode arm so that I can just bring it out when it is time for me to have a call, time to use it, and then the rest of the time it can just sort of sit more tucked away in the corner. And what's also connected to my mic in between basically the microphone and the audio interface is this cloud lifter, which lives in this cable tidy. Maybe it's an ironic term because these cables are not very tidy, but it lives under my desk and it just boosts the gain a little on this mic because it's a little bit quiet, but it just hides away down there. So that's the audio upgrade. And then for my camera, I recently upgraded it to using a Canon mirrorless. This is a Canon M200. And I'm using this as my webcam. It's connected to my iMac through an Elgato cam link, and I've also got it sitting up here on an Elgato stand. Is that what it's called, I guess? But it's very handy because I can get it sitting in the middle of my computer while still being movable, so that whenever I move the computer, I can also move the camera as well. I love the quality of this camera. Again, I think it's probably overkill for my situation, but I am streaming a lot more these days, and I thought, why not? I've just got the kit lens on it, but I think it works out really well. It's got a nice low f-stop to make my background nice and blurry. I did have a bit of a hard time getting it set up because I couldn't figure out at first how to get all of the camera details off the screen. And so that I don't have to charge the camera battery all the time, it's connected to a power source, which sits on this shelf that I have back here. Also on this shelf is a UPS, an uninterrupted power source that I have my computer and all of the stuff that is connected to my computer. Everything plugged in under my desk runs through this here so that if there's ever a blip in the power, my computer doesn't shut down and all my equipment stays safe and keeps working. I've tried to sort the cable situation as best I could, but there's just a lot of stuff connected, you know. What else? Also for streaming, I use this Elgato Streamdeck. I don't actually just use it for streaming, to be honest. I also have some buttons set up just to do common tasks like open Figma, open Zoom, start a new meeting in my meeting room. And it's really handy just to punch those buttons, you know. I know I can get a lot more value out of this as well. I want to set up something to switch between, for example, using my speakers and using my headphones, just so I can click a button and have that go rather than selecting it in the menu. I don't know, it's definitely not necessary, but it's a nice to have. You'll notice as well this big LED panel light that I have behind my desk. This is something that I bought specifically for filming YouTube videos, but now I just have it permanently set up back there and I turn it on whenever I'm streaming, whenever I'm having a call, and it gives some nice lighting. It's angled up at the roof so that it's not a harsh light in my face, but instead it's bouncing off the white ceiling and making more ambient light. I have both that light and my camera and also the purple LED lights that I have in my office connected to this button right here, this little hue dot. So I can just click this, whoop, and it turns everything on at the start of a call. So that's very handy. It's got a magnet on the back, so I just have it stuck to the side of my desk. Then the last tech thing to mention, I guess, is just this charging pad that I have to charge my phone or my AirPods at my desk. And as for the non-tech side of things, I have a couple of these coasters on my desk just to try and protect this oak desktop a little bit, although there's many places where I've already water stained it. I always keep my bullet journal to the left-hand side. This is what I use on the daily for writing my daily to-do list, planning things out. I just really like doing that on paper versus in a digital app. I also have this note card system, which is made by Ugmonk. This is called the Analog, I believe, and it's meant to be used for writing daily to-do lists, but what I actually use it for instead is writing a weekly list of the life admin stuff or the side project stuff that I need to get done that week. And so seeing it there in front of me helps me make sure I make time for it in one of my daily to-do lists that I write in my bullet journal. I think that's it. I hope you enjoyed this tour of my workspace, and like I said, if you want to see my full office, more details about everything in that, then that'll be linked on a card. You can go watch my office tour. If you're new around here and you've never tuned in for one of my design live streams, which is what most of this equipment is used for, then please hit subscribe, turn on notifications so you'll know when I'm going live next. I stream my real work projects whenever I can, so you can tune in and hang out with me, co-work while I design websites, build them in Webflow. It's a lot of fun, and I'd love to have you join the next one. All right, thanks for watching. Hope you have a good week, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.